starting lineup for the Falcons. Number 1, Madison Dawkins. Number 3, Adriana Westcott. Number 5, Sophia Moore. Number 6, Stella Leibler. Number 7, Sarah Gagnon. Number 11, Charlotte Mexel. Number 12, Noelle Kennedy. Number 14, Ashley Porter. Number 15, Kayleen McCormick. Number 20, Kendra Peretzman. And number 28, Taylor Senecal. The Falcons are coached by Jeb Booth. And now, for your Vikings of Salem State. A senior from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 1, Lily Pepperly. A freshman from Morristown, New Jersey, number 4, Lindsay Magatti. A senior from Hudson, New Hampshire, number 6, Brenna Paquette. A senior from Drake at Mass, number 7, Sydney Durkin. A sophomore from Saugus, Mass, number 8, Kylie Phillips. A senior from Drake at Mass, number 10, Macy Hudsick. A freshman from Hudson, New Hampshire, number 12, Jamie O'Connor. A senior from Bolston, Mass, number 16, Cassandra Harrington. A freshman from Willington, Mass, number 18, Michaela Campagnon. A junior from Mount Abraham, Vermont, number 21, Savannah Scroden. And a freshman from Holbrook, New York, number 24, Olivia Henke. Your Vikings are coached by Nikki Wood and assisted by Jacqueline Hughes and Rebecca Savino. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Salem State and the mascot promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Consumption of alcohol and smoking of any substance is strictly prohibited. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jess Burton. Welcome to Alumni Field on the campus of Salem State University for tonight's women's soccer game between the Vikings and the visiting Fitchburg State Falcons. We should have an evenly matched game today. Both teams have not started out the season in the way that they had hoped. The Vikings come into the game 0-4-1. They've only scored 4 goals this season. And for the Falcons, they are 1-4. They won their first game 2-1 against Riviere, but they have only scored 3 goals this season. They've been shut out 3 times in their 4 losses and have not won since their opener. So should be even break out against one another, or maybe this is going to be a defensive battle the entire way through. The teams are on the field. In net for the visitors tonight is Madison Dawkins. She's a freshman, 5'7", from Hazelmast by way of Whittier Regional. The Falcons are coach experienced goalie on the other end from St. Paul, Minnesota by way of North St. Paul High School. And the Vikings are coached by Nikki Wood. The assistants for the Vikings are Jacqueline Hughes and Rebecca Sabino, and for the visitors, Haley Zisk and Maggie Murator. The rest of the Falcons starters are just going to go in a numerical order here as the Vikings launch the opening touch downfield. The starters are Adriana Westcott, Sophia Moore, Stella Liebler, Sarah Gagnon, Charlotte Mexel, Noelle Kennedy, Ashley Porter, Kaylin McCormick, Kendra Peritzman, and Taylor Senecal. And for the Run-A-Pocket, Sydney Durkin, Macy Hudzik, Jamie O'Connor, Cassandra Harrington, Michaela Campignon, Savannah Scroden, and Olivia Henke. Campignon and Henke work the back line, the defensive part of the field for the Magicians. Excuse me, for the Vikings. I also do have Marblehead Magician Soccer, and on my mind there. For the Vikings, there are 2 impressive freshmen that will try to keep Fitchburg at bay here tonight. I think the sky in front of the camera has kind of turned dark, but in these opening minutes here behind us and for the last few minutes, we have been underneath a beautiful cotton candy sky on what is a pretty pristine night here in Salem. A little bit breezy before Hurricane Lee is set to make landfall overnight. Hopefully we don't get the worst of that. It doesn't look like we're going to get much of it actually at all, which is good. We were supposed to have this game played tomorrow, and it was rescheduled because of Lee coming in. It was supposed to be a doubleheader here at Alumni Field tomorrow, actually, with the women's soccer and field hockey. Field hockey has been moved to Thursday. They moved this one up about 18 hours or so, and that was a short kick from the goalie here, and Fitchburg will try to take it past midfield, and the pass is going to connect up to Westcott. She's got one of the 3 goals scored for Fitchburg this season. That's a good crosser. Lays in the middle of the box. That shot will go wide. Initially there, Kennedy was trying to find her teammate that was on her left because she had her back to the net, unable to do so. And we'll have a goal kick for the Magicians. And we have seen Beverly struggle with goal kicks, actually for a couple years if we're going to be honest, and they're going to allow the defense and the Hudzik to take it. But the struggles for the team continue as it goes right to Fitchburg State. It's cleared away by Hudzik. She got back into position to make the play there, and it's up on the sideline. Kept in play by Fitchburg. That ball has a ton of backspin on it. Rolls off the leg of Hudzik. Past the marker for about the 30-yard line. And good move by Scroden to find some space, but it's pushed just off the toe of Henke. And Fitchburg will take it back. Ball never crossed midfield. That's off Henke. And now it does. Scroden looking for a lead pass to Paquette there. Vikings are coming off a 3-2 loss to Nichols, a game that going into this season they probably had marked on the calendar as a potential win. Play along the end line, the ball goes out of bounds. The Vikings bench is excited, which means the corner kick's coming. Huda and Goyankulu and Savannah Scroden scored 2 goals in the loss to Nichols. We will see Huda later on in the game. Here's a corner, it's in the air, it's a good ball. It drops to the turf, headed down by O'Connor, and punted up in the air. Play around the net, it's still loose and cleared away beyond the box, past the 18. The Vikings are going to keep possession. Good aggressive play by the Vikings. I'm not always sure why they leave the box as the corner is taken, but here's a shot that goes just wide of the top corner. Lindsay McGotti with the attempt. The Vikings seem to be feeling pretty good about themselves here in the opening 6 minutes or so. Playing with confidence. Now that they are on the attacking side of the field, Fitchburg has controlled most of possession here in the opening 5, but that was a good possession for the Vikings. Scroden will cut off that clear attempt. That one has a ton of backspin on it, and laying underneath it is Henke for the header. Oh, big collision. Actually, looks like it could have been worse. We've seen Camping cramp up a couple times in the home games that we've covered this season for the women's team. That hopefully will not be the case tonight because it is not hot. Got the breeze that is, again, not as bad as I thought it would be tonight. I thought it would be maybe stronger and have an effect on corners and goal kicks, but I'm not sure it's gonna, again, as the hurricane approaches. The wind will obviously pick up overnight, but I think will probably be a non-factor here for the most part tonight. It's about 66 degrees to get when we got started. Feels like a fall night here in Salem. The Vikings started off the season with 3 games here at home as Fitchburg attacks here. They put it in good position for a crosser, but it deflects out of bounds off of Campignon, and it would be a corner kick for Fitchburg, their first of the evening. 3 straight home games to start, like I just said, for the Vikes. They went 0-2-1 on the 3. First touch off the corner to the Vikings. Not sure that's how they drew it up. And a clear comes from Durkin. It'll bounce slowly past midfield. The freshman goalie gets it to the timeline on the clear. Now they work it over midfield, but the Vikings are defending well here in the opening minutes. Scroden, a good tackle there. Sarah Gagnon tried to keep it alive for Fitchburg and could not. Now a high bouncer, and it's going to be trouble. That is an ill-advised play that is going to end up in a corner kick for the Vikings, and that is not a good play by Taylor Senecal. You want to let your goalie come out and get that. Those opening few games for the Vikes here at Alumni Field were a 7-1 loss to WPI, a 3-0 shutout loss to UMass Dartmouth, and then a 1-1 tie with Plymouth State. Dawkins gets her hands on the corner kick and secures it off the turf on one hop, and they are moving. It's a 1-on-2 here for Fitchburg. 1-on-1 though on that far side with Westcott and O'Connor. Now the teams get back into the play, and Henke will send it away. After the 3 home games, up until this point, they have played on the road at Clark. And then here at home against Nichols. They lost to Clark 7-0. And then the Nichols lost 3-2. But a 7-1 and 7-0 loss in the first 5 games for the girls is tough to bounce back from. That clears the crossbar and goes out. A chance. They've got 3 straight on the road after tonight at Vermont State, Linden, Framingham State, and Gordon. This game and the Framingham State game are the first 2 conference games of the season for the Vikings. And this is where it really counts. There's a steal and a shot that is going to bounce wide. Vikings will wrap up the month here at home against Mass Maritime. That's also a conference game. Scroden, another steal. A crosser. It's loose, and it's popped up over the crossbar. Brenna Paquette with the shot attempt. And look how much the Vikings are packing in around the goal. It doesn't seem like Fitchburg has much faith in Dawkins punting it. They are playing all their goal kicks short, and that's going to be very difficult for them. If that's the strategy all night, they're going to have to work their way all the way the length of the field. And how does that work? Seems the difficulties that we've seen the Vikings have, Fitchburg also has. Vikes allow 4.2 goals per game. Those 7 spots don't help. They scored 4 goals through their 5 games, and that won't win. We're scoreless through the first 12.5 here this evening. Fitchburg making a run on it. Good crosser. And Pfefferly wraps it up. Some bodies around her. Looks like Pfefferly might have taken a shot to the head as well. That girl running by her might have clipped her. Vikings average 6.6 shots per game. They only have 25 shots on goal for the season. Some play along the far sideline that is held up. It's going to be a throw-in for the Vikings. Vikings have had 4 different goal scorers score their 4 goals as the Falcons play it back to Dawkins. header, and that'll bounce past midfield. Well headed there. Nice play. Start some transition for the Falcons. That's a breakaway pass, but it's too far in front of the intended target. Westcott was the player it was for. And coincidentally, the Vikings have a goal from a player in every grade of college. They have one from Anna Latta, who's a freshman, one from Huda, and Goyen Kulu, who's a sophomore, Savannah Scroden, who's a junior, and Brenna Paquette, who led the team in goals last year. She's a senior. Each of them have one goal. Scroden has some space, but I'm not sure they can throw it that far. Savannah has really played well in the last few games, obviously coming off goal scored against Nichols. Not sure if she was a little injured or something in the first couple of games. I have no idea at all, but she has really picked up in the last few since the game that we had here against Plymouth State. It was a 1-1 tie, and I for sure thought she was going to score in that game. She was flying all over the place. Few shot attempts, good opportunities, also chances to set up her teammates, which she does very well. And she didn't end up scoring the one goal, but Paquette did, I believe. But she has really seemed to come alive here in the last couple games as one of the more experienced players on the team, even though she's just a junior. Easy play for Pfefferly there. The Vikings have 5 seniors, and this is a very inexperienced Falcons team. They just have 2. Oof. Here's Paquette looking for Scroden. Off her toe, and she breaks through, but Dawkins is going to get there first. Olivia Henke, Jenna Mitza, and Paquette have assists this season. Good play off the throw-in, played in the air, laid down for Paquette, but the defense is going to get there. Henke continues the push for the Vikings. Magadi shows off some good footwork. Harrington has it taken away from her. They lost it. Kick towards the sideline, and I think that one's going to get there. It is out of bounds. If this is your first broadcast, tune in. The camera is a huddle camera. It's not manually operated, so that's why it sometimes looks like it's wearing a hat, and it's tough to see on the far side of the field, so we'll try to keep you as up on the play as possible. Also why they don't always stay with the ball, but I feel like the technology has really improved. There's a long dribble by Fitchburg, and there's a shot. It's going to get through to Pfefferly, but an easy play for Sarah Gagnon, taking it herself a long way, ran into a defender and was able to stay with it and get a shot off. So good extra effort by Gagnon. Wasn't a strong shot, but at least she got one off her foot. shot is launched. Falcons show some pressure there. Good offensive stretch for the visitors. We've played 20 minutes, and the Falcons will throw it in front of their bench. We're scoreless. Oh, good move. Left foot, one hopper, and Pfefferly sure-handed. I believe that's Perritzman with those last two shots, but it's tough to see her numbers. It is Perritzman, and the second attempt much better than the first that it sailed on her. Near side throw in. Long throw, headed into the box. Vikings able to do a nice job. 4 players involved getting it out of the box and towards midfield. But now here's a breakaway chance for the Falcons. They'll take a shot, and it's saved right at the post. Westcott with the dangerous attempt. That was the best attempt from Fitchburg tonight. The Vikings' best one, missed top corner. Here's Cronin. New defenders ahead. She's trying to lead Harrington into the corner, and it is too far out of reach. Breeze picking up a little bit. The flags are straight out. Paper's starting to whip around a bit. I haven't heard many whistles. There's one. Long ball, it's sailing. Wind is carrying it a little bit, so it seemed it was floating. Looked like a balloon for a minute. There we go. Whistle that goes against Fitchburg. And some fans not happy about it. A more sarcastic fan remark than anything else. Line drive, goal kick. Late to the sideline from Magadi, and she had to go a long way for it. Maybe longer than they needed to make that. It's kicked out, though. Magadi advanced the ball at the sideline, able to keep it in. She tried to find Scroden, and Gagnon kicked it out. It's going to be a throw-in from Durkin. She'll go from her defensive spot to take it. Short throw, sent back where it came from. Durkin puts one on net. A lot of spin. And Dawkins underneath it. The Falcons Falcons do have 2 other goalies on the roster. They have another freshman, Cassandra Pendleton, and they have a senior in Skyla Baudo. But we get the freshman, Maddie Dawkins, here tonight, starting against the Vikes. Another goal kick just rolled to the side. They make things very difficult for themselves. Or do they? As they find some space. And that came off her laces wrong. And that came off her laces wrong. That was a complete whiff by Hannah McGee, who just checked in. Mentioned the goalies. It seems like it's Dawkins' team. She has started all 6 games that they have played. Baudo has not seen time. Pendleton has been in 1 game for not 2 minutes. She has 2 goals against. She played 1 half. The 19-minute mark to play here in the first half. We're scoreless, so it looks like we're getting a defensive battle. Said at the top, didn't know if maybe this would be the game where things opened up offensively for these 2 evenly matched teams, but it looks like it's going to be a fight to the end. And maybe the first strike will be the difference. Toughest parts about soccer is the lack of reward for your hard work. And we're seeing that here in the first half tonight as both teams are fighting, battling, whatever word you want to use. And neither has been able to put one in the back of the net yet. Taken away by Fitchburg on the far side. A well-played ball. That one just pushed into space, but there was nobody wearing green there. Played to the near sideline, foot race to it, and Durkin quicker than Westcott on that play. Back to Paquette. Paquette shoots. Line drive save made by Dawkins. Lined up the whole way, but I like the aggressiveness by Paquette. She had some space and room to work with. Let it fly. Team's only scored 4 goals in the season. Why not try one from deep? Oh, there's some space wide open. Center box, flipped on net. Save made. Not enough behind it for Stella Liebler. Man, she'll want that one back. I think she didn't want to sail it, but also didn't put enough on it. Wow, did things open up for her. That shot, I think, deflected, and it did, so it'll be a corner. looked like a breakdown in the Vikings defense on the Liebler attempt, as a few of the Vikings went over to shade the ball carrier. You cannot leave the middle wide open like that. And you can't do that in any sport. That is a absolutely terrible corner kick. Let's not do that again. It looked weird. She came around the flagpole like tried to kick it from behind the flag post without getting her body on the side of it. That was awkward. I don't know. But it was never even played in bounds. Oh, Savannah just missed stepping in on that one. She would have had a good look if she could have tracked it. Now she sends it middle. It's off a thigh of one of the defenders and played to midfield. Played in the air. Oh, long pass. Westcott got to find her bearings. She got Hanky on her. That's going to be tough to get by her. Great defense by Hanky. And Strogan steps up and takes it away. Looks upfield. She has Thomas. Thomas has two running with her on her left. She's going to try to shoot it instead. And it's caught. Dawkins is there. And I think Thomas turned her ankle. Good to see Jenna back up. She wears that big knee brace on the right knee. So always worry about her knees, but that looked like ankle and looks like she's okay. .38 left on the game clock before halftime. Cut off by Hanky. Back past midfield with Thomas. She got to settle it down. Tries to lead Schroeder. She might be able to get there. Sliding out to get it is Dawkins. She realized that Gagnon was in trouble. That tails out of bounds, and a sub will come in for either team. Ngoyen Kulu comes in for the Vikes. And a lot of heads off. They'll play it back to Dawkins. She pops it up, tons of backspin. It barely get to the 30. Vikings throw. It's going to get to the corner. They need to cross it. Able to keep it in. Back to Blue. She centers. Stopped by Fitchburg and sent out of bounds. They'll do it again. Durkin intercepts the pass, takes a shot. To be kept inbounds, and play will continue. Henke pushes it forward, and Goyankulu trying to get around the defender, and the defense is there first for the clear. Sophia Moore kicks it out. Henke pressuring the ball. Fitchburg trying to work their way beneath the 20. They're stopped. Vikings defense playing well tonight. Unlike the professional Minnesota Vikings defense that did not play well last night on Thursday Night Football, if anybody was watching that. We have a sub. Pace is slowed here a bit. They have settled in for, looks like, the long haul here. One goal might be the difference. Savannah getting a little too handsy. We're on the shoulders of the Fitchburg player, calling for the whistle. Mitchell, who's a good facilitator, has her pass knocked the other way by the Falcons. Singoya cuts underneath that one, takes it back, and Mitza goes down and have a whistle. It's a pretty good acting job by Jenna. Kind of crumbled like a cracker there, but she convinced the referee. Long ball, it'll find Mitza. Jenna has really good footwork, and she gets tripped there. How's that one not a whistle? There you go. Definitely worse than the first. Fitchburg hustles to make a wall. Stroden lines it in the middle of the box. Hard trap off of Henke's foot. Stroden back into the play and can't get a shot off. If Henke could have trapped that just a bit cleaner, she might have had the ability to turn and fire. Play is really condensed here. Oh, that is a hard tackle. Mitza drills Delia Fitzgerald in the shin. Fitzgerald slaps the turf, but he's back up quickly. Fitzgerald has a goal on the season. She actually might have 2. Chip. Maybe the leader. No, just one. Fitzgerald, Kennedy, and Westcott are the goal scorers this season for Fitchburg.
Hold on. Check on that play down there.
Referees wanted to check on Sydney Durkin as she's been taking some time on the sidelines. Maybe has a cold or something. She's been clearing her throat and nasal cavity. Referees want to check on her though. She's kind of keeled over, but she's all right. Not a laugh, so we're fine. Tough call. Fitchburg player goes down. Call goes against Snowden. 5 minutes to play in the half. Scoreless. Will that change? We'll find out. Off the Vikings and out. Scott curls around with it. Defended by Durkin. Switches feet. Rebound attempt off of Pfefferly. It gets out of trouble for the Vikings and they clear it. What a move by Westcott to get away from Durkin, get that shot off. I know Pfefferly wants to catch that one. Instead of having it bounce off her hands, Liebler was there, couldn't track it down in time to get a shot off. Taken away by the Falcons, and that will roll wide of the net. Goal kick for the Vikings. Good ball, gonna take a hop, just break the timeline. Played there by the Falcons. And Goyankulu up the sideline. Cut up underneath and played by the Vikings, but then taken away by the Falcons. Flipped in the middle. Not a great pass from Fitchburg. Snowden was there, but they're able to take it back. O'Connor sends it back upfield. Hankey gets tripped up. Falcons have it. Snowden defending. Falls down. Big block off the back of Durkin. Porter had it teed up. Durkin, a nice play. Take it away from her counterpart, number 7, Gagnon. Now with Westcott. Oh, a fake cross. Finds some space. Shot on net. Saved by Pfefferly. 1:10 left in the first half. And Fitchburg making the last few minutes very interesting. They have a late surge here in the first half from the Falcons. Deep throw in, Mitza with 40 on the clock. Mitza dribbles towards the defender. What are you doing? Go the other way. Gotta go the other way. She had space to her left. And now the Falcons can probably bring it to the end of the half if they want to. The short pass, this is what they do. Find some space. And this is a difficult strategy, but they seem to make it work. Find space to send it upfield. Under 10 seconds left in the half. Oh, Huda! Oh. With that little pass, if she had been able to get it to Ryan, they might have been able to get a shot off in the final seconds. But we end the first half scoreless. We thought that might be the case. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. You can guarantee it's going to be tight.
Warm up in the press box too. Oh. Good job, man. Good job. I like that. You saw that. See? Love it. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half about to get underway. The teams are out there. They've switched ends. Vikings will be going right to left. Falcons left to right for the second half. 0-0 the score through 45. Let's hope that's not the score through another 45. Vikings looking for their first win of the season. Falcons looking for their second win of the season, but first since game 1. Will the dam break for either of them? We are set to find out. Falcons will have the first touch to get us started here in the second half.
Now.
Lead pass near side to Moore. Flipped into the middle. Caught up one of the feet of Durkin, who sends it out. The attacker was there as well, and that was a prime chance for Fitchburg here early in the second half. Pfefferly wraps that one up. First pass was great. The ball in the middle was pristine,
Go, Charlotte.
but could not find the foot of the intended target. The Falcons seem to find some momentum towards the end of the half. Carried it into that first possession there. Tampa Mion, primary defender, does a nice job. Hanky comes in to clear it out. And that one gets out of bounds. That was a tough play. Noelle Kennedy was trying to chase it down off her own foot. It was her and the ball in a race to the end line. Ball got there first. It's a goal kick for the Vikes. That one's curling towards the sideline. Harrington, not a lot of urgency coming up to play it. Had the defender right on her hip. We've mentioned this before. They have to attack the ball. That is one thing the Vikings need to do better of, and they have seemed to improve. The first game, they were just laying back and letting the ball bounce and try to get to them. They have to run up on the ball if they want to make any sort of a chance for themselves. And that, too, is the same in just about any sport. They teach you in baseball, you obviously have to come up on the ground ball. You have to charge the ground ball. For basketball, come to the passer. For hockey, come to the passer. It's all the same. There are similarities that are continuous between every sport, and that is one of those aspects. And maybe the most important is the American football, coming to the ball as a wide receiver. Soccer is one of those sports that has pieces of almost every sport in it if you look at it from a big picture and you just take away the hands. It's almost like lacrosse. I do a lot of lacrosse announcing, and I never played the sport, but I played a ton of basketball, and I see the game of lacrosse in the same way as I saw basketball. Look at that shot attempt there by Westcott. And the Falcons are threatening. They put it right past the net and dive in Pfefferly and out of play. It's going to be a corner kick for them. I don't need to get caught up in conversation as the Falcons almost break it through right there. And we have a corner from Charlotte Meeksel. Lofty. Cleared up by the Vikings. They have first and second touch. Well played. Long ball. That's going to skip to Pfefferly. Good ball by Senecal from deep. She might be able to just shoot it there. I think she wanted to put more on that and didn't. She said something to her teammate after she let it go, and if I was her after seeing that, I would have said to my teammate, I should have just tried to score. Here's Paquette. Oh, it bounced to her, but never made it there. We played 5.5 minutes here. Half number 2.
There it is. Get up, get up.
Lisa took a peek upfield, a lead pass into Pfefferly. Here's a chance. Oh, and it would have been good from 45. A field goal. Kennedy launched it. All of her momentum put behind the ball. That almost left the whole Alumni Field netted area. Oh, here's some space. She shoots. Rebound. They score. 1-0 Falcons. Noelle Kennedy.
Let's go, girl!
And that's one Pfefferly has to save cleanly. She did not allow a rebound, and it was juicier than a peach.
Let's go, girl!
And it's 1-0 visitors on the Kennedy strike. .38-10 left in the game. And we'll find out if that'll be the decider. You could feel it coming, though, from the end of the first half until the first, now 7 minutes of this half. The Falcons have had the momentum, they've had chances, and they finally catch Pfefferly on a rebound attempt on a save that she needed to make cleanly.
Falcons goal was scored by number 12.
It all was set up by the first attempt by Stella Liebler. Porter with the assist, and Kennedy with the finish. Vikings want it back, try to flip it through to Paquette. She comes up to chest it down. She has some space to work with. Displays patience, but sends it across to Harrington. It's out of reach of her. Oh, and that came off Campignon's foot wrong. How did that go backwards? That's the question. Let's spin on that off the laces. That looked like one of my golf shots. And I tell you to line up behind the person shooting the golf ball with me out there. Just get off the course. I have a chance to hit it backwards. Somehow that ball off Campignon's foot ended up going behind her. So that ended the attack for the Vikings. Here's Harrington. Cassandra is one of the seniors on this team, and she's had a quiet start to the season. Look to see her get more active. Schroden breaks free. The defender bumps her and is able to get back in front to defend. Schroden gets a shot away. It's loose. It's past Dawkins, who is back on her feet. Here's a second shot. Far corner. It's off the top of the net. Paquette with the attempts. She was trying to bend it into the top corner. It went just over the crossbar. The Vikes almost got it back there. Harrington, here she is. Flips it on net. Oh, save's made. I am a heck of a jinx. Sometimes I'm a reverse jinx, and I almost had it there. Saying, wishing Harrington would be more active, and she almost cashed in. Dawkins has it. Hudzik was underneath her. I mean, that was Paquette. Challenging. Campignon lost it off her thigh. Did a full 360 trying to find it. Fitchburg has it. Shot on net. Short hop. Pfefferly makes the save. Oh boy. You can't let them get two, that's for sure. I feel pretty confident in saying if this goes 2-0, it is over with the way these two teams have trouble on offense. Just remember that. Jinx, reverse jinx, just remember it. Here's a dribbler from midfield. Harrington tries to split the defense. She got it past her, but I think she was offsides anyway. Goal kick coming in. Let's see what they do with it here. It's going to be initiated by one of the defenders, Sophia Moore. Vikings able to find possession first. That one just skims off the toe of Phillips. Right to the defense. Sydney Durkin has played an aggressive game. Harrington watches it. May have a chance. Trying to find it. Falcons get there. Campignon steps up. Left-footed pass to Paquette. Oh my God, he had space to shoot, and she tried to pass it back to Paquette. Just shoot it. Just shoot it. Now they're working passes. Oh, and Campignon loses it for the second straight possession. And here come the Falcons. Taken back by the Vikings. That's the way to do it. Vikings defense cuts off the rush. That was an attempted crosser with some wild spin on it. Champignon. Some grabbing going on there. Harrington wants a foul. Not going to get one. I think it's just going to be a Vikings. Paquette takes it away. Some contact from behind, but a really good steal by Brenna. Oh, Henke stays with it from the turf. Able to win the ball back. Paquette fighting through 2 holds. Where are the yellow flags, huh? Perritzman, space and speed, lays the pass behind its target. They want to go back to Perritzman. She shoots. Header up in the air. Falls to the turf. Oh, and Durkin at the last second able to get a foot on it. And it'll trail south of the flag post for a corner kick. A dangerous possession. And a dangerous player in Kendra Perritzman involved mightily. Front post ball, it's a great ball, and it's off of McGee and out of bounds. Second chance at it. Nothing going on that one. Momentum for the Vikings. If they can get past the defense, it's Harrington. Can't get there first. Cleared back to midfield. First touch from McGee. Excuse me, from Moore from the other side. This is Moore again. We've played 15 minutes here. Almost 16. Moore shakes Harrington. Fitchburg has scored the goal from Noel Kennedy. The difference right now, 1-0 Falcons. The 1-4 Falcons versus the 0-4-1 Vikings here tonight at Alumni Field. Rescheduled game from tomorrow to tonight to avoid the hurricane. Falcons trying to bring a storm right here. They're behind the defense. Shot! Oh, just misses by inches over the crossbar. Adriana Westcott trying to prove she's a top shelf type of player. Just missed. Paquette give and go with Harrington. She's got it. Behind Scroden, she'll have to backtrack for it. Broke through for a moment, but Harrington not in the right spot. Moore was, but they take it back. Phillips has taken away, and she gets shook.
Got it. Go right outside. Go outside. Go. Go.
Parrotsman with some space, turned back. Bounding ball ran up on by McCormick. Her momentum keeps her with it. Hard pass deflects to McGee, and the Vikings will clear it out of bounds. They'll settle for a Falcons throw-in. Good footwork by Hudzik to get around the attacker. Oh, they score! Wow! Out of nowhere, Charlotte Meeksel from long range, and Beverly looks to the sideline with her palms up, like how, where, what, how'd that happen? Where'd it come from? It's 2-0 Falcons, 26-13 left, and the Vikings are in trouble. What a goal. Someone on the Falcons bench just screamed out, "We're awake now, Green, let's finish it." They are awake now. They have come to life here in the last few minutes of the first half, and it's carried over here into the second half. I thought they were going to score in the last minute or two of the first half. What a move there. Right in front of the camera. Westcott showing off her skill. They have cashed in twice now here in the second half. One off a rebound and one from long range. Over the head of Pfefferly. Only 3 goals this season for the Falcons coming into the game. They got 2 here tonight. And they have 2 in under 20 minutes here in the second half. Thomas a give and go to Scroden. She gets there. She's going to get behind the defender. Cross attempt. Blocked. And it'll be a Vikings throw in. Technical play there by McCormick to step in, wear that one, and then send it out. Some fans have now headed for the stands. We had a pretty good crowd here tonight for this one.
Press down. Run. No.
Oh, this is trouble.
Keep going, Scout.
Westcott. Liebler. And they had Meeksel wide open running. Westcott just couldn't get it to her.
Go.
Whistle comes. They point to the scorer's table for a sub. Liebler will head off. Joni Butler is on. Scroden actively defending. She just does not stop. Wins the ball back for the Vikings. Here's Thomas. Stops on a dime, finds Scroden. Well played by Thomas. And then stepped in on and sent to the sideline by Senecal. Bench loves the effort. In the middle. Tries to create space. Back to Magadi. Hanky. Tries to flip it through the middle. There's no one there for the Vikings. Should have probably just shot it. That goes over Henke's head back the other way. That is a great pass. Can McGee get there? She cannot. It's taken and shot. Saved by Beverly. Terraceman with the blast. And she beat McGee in a foot race, one-on-one to the ball. Coming in the outside track, still able to get there. Impressive play by Terraceman. She's been close a couple times tonight. Pass couldn't break through for Paquette. Beverly off McGee's head and towards midfield. Can they get anything started here? That pass had too much spin on it to make its way to Thomas. Magadi off, mitts it in for the Vikings, and McGee to throw it. McGee, the longest tenured Viking on the team from Salem, Mass. Been on the team since before the COVID year. Grad student. The dribble continues. They never get a shot off. Terraceman was working and working, trying to find a space and time to let it go, but never did. We've played 25 minutes here in the second half, underneath the 20-minute mark to the finish line. 2-0 Falcons. Both goals coming here in the second half. Kennedy with the first. Meeksel with the second. Meeksel looking for more. Ball deflected and it spins to the sideline out. Throwing. Space to shoot. One hopper skips to Beverly. Easy save off the foot of Porter. Throw in for the Vikings in front of their own bench, played by Fitchburg. And Goyankulu challenging the ball carrier. They find some space to work with. They'll play it back to the D again. They're just going to use a safe strategy if they can, but that's a bad pass. Mitchell takes it away. Give and go. Can't connect. And Alada trying to get back to Paquette. Wide open for Westcott. Fires across. It was a pass, but it could not be finished. Fitzgerald, the intended target, running far post. Couldn't find it at the goal line. What a setup, though, by Westcott. Kulu, a good challenge. I wonder if we'll get to the point where Huda starts at any point this season. She's a big-time spark off the bench, but I wonder if we can get that spark into the starting lineup. Only a sophomore. Whistle as 2 goals go down. It's going to be Fitchburg ball. Both Westcott and Paquette pop right back up. No card. From about 30 out, short pass. And played forward. Herritzman centers it. Turned back towards Herritzman, but it's Latta there first for the Vikes. Finds Thomas. Turns the corner. Field. Drops it to Ngoyen Kulu. Mitsa. And out of reach of Thomas. Goal kick. Under 15 to play. Charlotte Meeksel subs out for the visitors. A lot of cheers from her teammates as she has one of the 2 goals tonight. Ngoyen Kulu. McGee's there. Huda runs it down. Kicked out by Fitchburg. Played in front of the scorer's table by the Vikings. Drop pass to Huda. And it'll be a goal kick. It's out. Past second base of the softball field. 13 minutes to play. 2-goal game. Lead for Fitchburg. Looking for their first win since their opener. That was a 2-1 win over Riviere. And then 3 shutouts. Vikings looks like they're going to still be in search of their first win. I mentioned the upcoming schedule at the top. They got Northern Vermont Leiden next, Framingham State, Gordon, and Mass Maritime to round out the month of September.
One more!
There's a shot on net that just has the spin on it that benefits the Vikings. And it curls around the outside post. But a little bit more English on that, and that one would have curled in.
Turn!
Paquette steps up, but played by Fitchburg to the outside. Perritzman lost McGee. Here's a shot. Save made by Pfefferly. Wide open attempt for Liebler. Latta comes back to get it. Paquette trying to lead Latta. Defense is there first for Fitchburg.
Post down! Go! Go! Go!
Liebler
Again!
taken away.
Go! Go, Tony!
Shoved by Mitza.
Keep going!
The unfazed Joni Butler continues her run. Now she gets pushed down, and we will have a free kick for Fitchburg. Kick is in the air and over the net. Never had a chance. Off the foot of Porter. That takes us under 10 minutes. Tries to run it down, but McCormick gets there first. Scroden shoots. Save made easily.
Head! Up! Up!
Good battle there. Butler wanted to whistle, but she was initiating all the contact. Slamming the ground for no reason on that one.
Go ahead. Got it. Oh, stay with it. Oh, turn.
Butler, a freshman, acting like it on that play.
Oh.
Her emotions get the better of her. They can delay a game. Yep, see? Freshman antics. Woburn native. Played out of trouble by the Falcons. McGee runs up on it. Can't hang with it. Henke undercuts Westcott and kicks it out. Nope. Jenna Mitza and Kylie Phillips will go off. Latta stays on. Harrington and Magadi come back in.
Check out. Yeah.
Late whistle for Paquette getting kicked in the shins. Paquette, last one out of bounds. Oh no, kept in. I like that. Keep play alive. That's a big kick, one of the biggest of the night. They seem to not have confidence in their goal kicks, and look at that one. Dawkins sends it upfield again.
Oh, get out of it! Get in there.
There's a chance for the Vikings late, and it pops up over the net. Latta and Harrington were there. Falcons throw in, goes off the flag. It's going to be a goal kick. No, it's not. Overturned, even though she didn't beat official. throw in. Falcons looking for one more, but definitely makes the save. Under 3 to play. Vikings will head up to Vermont for their next one. Northern Vermont. It's not a short trip. Maybe in search of their first win. Fitchburg's going to head home, improving their record to 2-4. They'll have a home game against Roger Williams next Tuesday at 4 o'clock. They'll head out for 2 after that at Bridgewater and at Wentworth, and finish up with a game at home against Worcester State on the 30th. And one more time, the Vikings schedule that is coming up. Get there. Yep, at State Live, then at Framingham State, at Gordon, and then home versus Mass Maritime. We won't be back here for women's soccer until the 30th as well, and let's hope that the Vikings have a win by that time. A minute and a half left here tonight. The goals tonight were scored by Nicole Kennedy and Charlotte Mexel. Maddie Dawkins going to pick up the win in her 6th start of the season, in her freshman season. There's a big tackle. Both girls will pop back up. Lily Pfefferly still searching for the first win of her senior season. Now Paquette knocks down freshman Joni for another time. Now they seem to be picking on her a bit. Still no card though. Ref's reluctant to pull one of those out late. It's going to be a late free kick here. 39.8 seconds. It's stopped under a minute. Put in the air. Skims off Henke's head and they score. Look at that. When it rains, it pours for the Vikes. Off of Henke's head. Off Paquette possibly. And right to a Fitchburg player who scores. Looks like that's the Stella Liebler possibly there. And it's going to be a 3-0 win for Fitchburg.
Falcon goal scored by number 6, Stella Liebler.
Yep.
Assisted by number
Liebler.
14, Ashley Porter.
Liebler, Porter with the assist. And how about Fitchburg coming in here tonight, scoring the same amount of goals they have scored through 4 games this season in 45 minutes here in the second half. 10 seconds left. Final throw in for Hannah McGee and the Vikings. And they're going to drop to 0, 5, and 1. 3-0 is the final. For all of us here at Salem State, thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Jess Burton. Be safe out there tomorrow in the rain and the wind if we get it. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, she's coming back over.
So he's got a lot of touchdown tape. So we had a field goal, touchdown, one after. So he's having a good day.
You know where the field goal was?
I think it was 30.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, no, it's serious. Cool.
yeah, so good. So,
Yeah, see you later.
look at Joe on Instagram. And I think Julie's started on
Yeah. That's what you guys were saying. Like she had it all figured out.
planned out, so I think it's January to July. So, okay, go with the same.
Yeah, like oatmeal and cinnamon raisin buns. We can buy one of those electric, portable stove portable pots, electric portable pots. It's like just there. Yeah. No electricity. It's a portable electric one. It doesn't have to be plugged into anything. You can charge it. You can just run it. But it has a TN on it. Wait, you're telling me that Job Lots has a TM on it because Trademark owns Job Lots? Bro, my stomach hurts to laugh. I laughed so hard today as it was not even funny. No, because the teacher was like, you guys can turn and talk. Because one teacher said, you can turn and talk to your friends. But this was after she yelled at everyone. And then we were doing our work, so we got and she's like, oh, and I started talking a lot. She's moving right now. Okay. And this one kid, I don't know what this is. And then I thought he fired too hard. And everyone started laughing so hard. And I'm like, I don't know if that's funny. And then this one girl started saying something really funny. And I started dying laughing. And then I fell out of my chair. No, I literally fell out of my chair. It was funny. Because I was laughing too hard. But it was like really funny. Because I fell sideways. So I was trying to get down. Because I dropped my pencil from laughing. Like I had my pencil in my hand. And I went and I threw my pencil. And I tried to do this. And then I fell out of my chair. And that's pretty funny. But I laughed out of my chair. If you were in my class, no, I'm literally wheezing in class though. I don't like it. It was so funny. Can I tan in this? You think I'll be able to tan? I'm fully covered. I'm ready to tan. And then my whole shoulder hurt, and then my ribs hurt. Like now she's like, I was like this on my everything. Hey, let's go upstairs. I get really hurt. Maybe I'm scared. Okay, I heard you not. And then I heard that SZA won the award. I heard SZA for sure. And I went, ah! Screaming, started like jumping. I was so happy that SZA won the award.
Oh my God! Kid? What? I don't get the Charlie Kid? Go get your ice. dad. I saw the goalie today. It's nice. Oh wait, wrong kid. Sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You look like a girl on our team.
It's like gassing me up.
I looked over. I'm like, hey, so she had a great goal. I look real quick. Good job on that tonight. I'm making it worse.
Good job.
All teammates.
I didn't see it.
I just get off the fence.
See you guys later. Oh, no, I'm just saying that's why. Take your time.
So you see that gray house over there? We're parked right along the tree line. We'll change up.
But Max, hit him with the post. Get the jugger for one. No, just get it right off.
Hey, I missed when you were here, but I wish I saw you play.
possible. East Grant is right by the airport, South Springfield. It's not too far.